Hi, welcome back to All About the Alternative. One of the things I look at on my channel here is shopping trends, and this definitely is no different than looking at a mall and going through and showing you what's available in a mall right now. Some things are closed, some things there's just a lot of places to go to. And this one here, I had lived in the area of this one about 30 years ago is what we determined. From about 1992 to 94. I think I'd been back there maybe once or twice, possibly in the last few, but not for quite some time though. So anyway, if you're looking at this video here, and you can give me a like and subscribe along with me, let's go back a little bit and have a journey. I've seen a lot of other creators doing a walkthrough of a lot of areas around Toronto or other of their own cities. So this one's no different. This one actually is just so nostalgia for me. So I did that, and in the midst of looking at doing that, I didn't even know it was there. There was a whole attraction going on as well. So if you'll stick with me, at the corner of Finch Avenue and McCowan Avenue in Toronto, in the Scarborough actual area, there is a mall called Woodside Square. And stick with me, and I'm going to show it all to you. I'm not exactly sure what this is being used for, but I'm just going to take a little bit of a tour here of this part in Woodside Square that looks very interesting. Must be a little sitting space here, so that's kind of neat, different. This one's a cat with a bus. Looks like a bus. That's very different in there. This one's a frog. This one's an elephant. Alright. And 3 people in a boat. That's something you see every day. And a little hut. Let's just kind of walk around the hut here and see if there's an actual opening for this hut. Doesn't look like it. Or maybe there is. It's got like a red square patch on it, so I'm guessing that's for the Woodside Square hut. But there's no opening for it, so you can't go inside that one. And this is just a display, I guess, in this Woodside Square. So I'm kicking this off here. I used to live in this area many, many years ago. If I say 30 years ago, I'm probably being correct. So, but this is Woodside Square. We're going to have a little look at it. Something that, since I do a lot of shopping, I do a lot of... I don't do shopping hauls. I may wind up doing one eventually, but for right now I don't really do that. But I do a lot of comparison shopping, and so this is Woodside Square, and looks like let's see what's changed and see what's different in here that I don't know. So it's going to be a little different for me. So I don't know how much of edited footage I will have of this, but I'm going to have a little look around. So of course there's a Shoppers Drug Mart here, there's an LCBO on this side. This is facing Finch, I believe. So there's a Magic Noodle restaurant and a Laziz Shawarma. Go to management office. And something called Dino Kingdom. So They have a playground in here, so that's kind of different. So we'll have a look at how much that costs, and it looks like it's a free ticket on there, so we'll have a look at that. But here's a display from the outside that they have as well, so I guess I will show that first. I actually would have shown this last, but let's show this first. This is interesting. So they have a huge big dinosaur here. Look at that. It's quite the interesting picture. Let's see if I can't get a better view of it here. Hopefully I'm getting a good view of it on my camera. So we're taking this here. That's a pretty big looking dinosaur. And just a big display, I guess, right in front of this Royal Bank. Here. Here's another one. That's a nice one. So that's a little different. Even got some eggs down there. So that's a pretty neat looking picture. Let's see if we can get a shot here of it from this angle here. That's quite a different. And we'll see what we can find out inside about that. So we'll have a look. We'll continue on. And there's a pizza, a cocoa, and a Big Way hot pot restaurant. These are all the restaurants on the outside. Now forgive me if I go around a few people here when I go around. So it'll hot pot. Forgive me if I don't know how to pronounce something here. I hope I'm pronouncing it right there. Leo hot pot. Oh, sorry. The Popeyes and a Wild Wing. Nice Texan restaurant. None of these are open yet. It's a little too early yet in the day. But I'm sure they open probably for lunchtime. Something I really haven't done actually is just going back to my old neighborhoods here and just showing the old neighborhood. That's kind of cool. So I'll probably do some other ones because I used to live all over Toronto. So the subway and a Blooming Garden. I guess it's the Chinese food restaurant here. I'm guessing that's yep, Chinese cuisine. So there's that. And then there's Banquet Hall. It's Casa del Luz. Okay. We'll continue on here. There's quite a stretch in between here. I figured I'd do all the outside first and then go inside. If you'd like to see the content of some areas around Toronto that, actually Toronto, GTA, I can go outside of Toronto and show some areas out there. When we get to the summer, we can show some really nice gardens. So I hope to be able to do that. Okay, so this area here, I'm walking a little too fast in this area, but there's really nothing in this area. Okay, so there's a Canada Trust Bank. Another entrance here. Facing the McCowan side. This is got a Tim Hortons. An Indian vegetarian restaurant, which is Saravana Bhavan. That should be interesting. There's another entrance. There's also, oh, that's the entrance there for the restaurant. Savannah Bhavan. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. We have the Woodside Cinema. Doesn't look like it's got too much going on right now. I'm not sure if it's closed actually. It looks like it's closed. So that one might be closed. And yellow bank. A Vietnamese cuisine restaurant, Pho Day. And as a grocery store, we have Food Basics. That's nice. So you got everything in this plaza all wrapped up in one. You can do your grocery shopping, you can do side shopping. This one's got a pharmacy on it, as you can see. So it's quite nice. So we're just going all the way around here. It is kind of a cold day to be doing this, to be honest, but that's okay. Nice, good walk, actually. So, as I said before, there's a lot of other stores. There's a lot of other stores around. Lots of other malls around Toronto, and of course you can probably do a search for any of the malls on YouTube here, and they'll show different malls and stuff. So there's a stretch here. Obviously there's pretty much nothing. This is all the back of the store, so we won't really show any of this. to be really honest, I could show you a lot of this here. I'm sure that that needs to be repaired, because if someone was trying to go here, they would trip here. And there's some construction happening this side in this ball. So they must be building something else here, or parking. I'm not exactly sure what they're building here yet, but it's pretty big actually. But we can't go any further here, so we'll resume on the inside. Okay, so getting inside the mall here, it's probably an excellent time to do this because there's not much music or anything playing. So just getting in this one entrance at the McCowan side here. The Magic Rainforest is what they're calling this, so that's kind of cool. So there's this here, a nice big green wall, looks like all added up here, so that's kind of cool. And I guess this display here is this Magic Rainforest. So yeah, not much is going on yet. Obviously things are not quite open yet, I guess. It's just after 10 o'clock in the morning, so it's pretty quiet. Sorry. We're in the food court area actually from the McCowan side, so that's good. So yeah, there is an entrance to the food basics from inside the store. Oh, look at this. We have some army vehicles. Look at that. We have an iron rattler. This is different. I didn't even know this was here. See? Guess you never know. Anti-aircraft gun. That's what happens when you go to somewhere different and get something you can have a look at you didn't know was there. So just kind of walk around it here, and for some reason these things are displayed with it. I don't know. Anyway. Don't care. Anyway. Oh, that's crazy. Okay. So there's another one here. This one here's a tank. It's all camouflaged. That's different. Who knew? This is in the middle of this mall. I don't know how realistic that definitely doesn't look very realistic, does it? Obviously it's put on for this display, but and I believe so is this, but you know what? This is a cool find, actually. I know exactly who would love this. Okay. Yeah. Isn't that something? So. Found something different today. That's very cool. Okay. So I'm obviously this area actually is very Asian based. So you're going to see a lot of Asian stuff here. I don't know how to pronounce any of it, so I'm not going to. But yeah, so apparently there's a smart link outlet here. So there's lots of we'll have a look inside there, I think. See what stuff they got in there. That'll be cool. Hey, it's just a grand opening too. So I don't know how long they've been here, but there's a grand opening. We'll have a look inside there in a little bit. Call a chicken. It's one of the restaurants. So you know where the washrooms look. Anyway. Okay. This one's called Baker Duck. This is phone plug stores, so obviously for phones, and if you need to replace your phone or your cases. The old bubble tea stores, one of those. If I'm going too fast, I apologize. You can pause at any time to have a look at some of these things. This is actually, I didn't know actually a lot of this was even in here. So this is different. So obviously this is a display for something for the dinosaur thing as well. Little cages here. Oh, there's birds. Look at that. I didn't even know this was here. That is so cool. All right. Sorry. I think he's covering it up a little bit here, but I'm going to get a quick look at some of the birds at the top here. I don't think I'll get a very good picture, but just a little bit. Hope you don't mind my taking a picture. Oh, look at this. What are we looking at there? Kind of an owl. Well, that's super cool. Like I said, these are things I didn't know were even in this place, in this mall. It's directly in front of this called Pet World, Toronto. Okay, so, oh, got my finger in there, sorry. Look at this, and it lights up. Very cool. It's a lizard, I guess. It says it's a lizard, I think. Lizard habitat. So, doesn't say specifically what each part is here, but I'm assuming that's a camel. And there's another one. This one's kind of smiling. That is funny. A smile going on in that one. I don't know if we got a mixed thing going on here or what. Well, we got a koala bear. We got a koala bear here. And if I go over here, we have a kangaroo. It's kind of a mixed environment, isn't it? But yeah, oh, it says it's a kangaroo. There's actually, there isn't things for every one of these, but this one here Dingoes and humans. Okay. I don't know if I can get a very good snap of that, but I'll just sort of pause my little bit here, but hopefully it can be read on here. That's a cool display, actually. I like that. This thing's a little different here. And they have a summer camp program for this, so that's cool. And I don't know if you can see that bird up there, but we're just gonna kind of go in a little here and show a bird here. I think it's hidden there when I was from the other side, but I got it from this side. That's cool. So, yeah. So, yeah. I won't say a whole lot everywhere, but yeah, this is kind of cool. So, there's a store called Ones, assuming that's a dollar store, or looks very housewares, discount houseware store. Let's call it that. A lot of clearance items. Oh, there we go, some more. So we got another dinosaur part here. This is really what I saw coming over here. Like I said, I used to live in this area. I didn't know any of this was here right now, but I didn't know any of this was here. So we got a dinosaur. It's obviously not real, and we're not doing Jurassic Park, but this is, you know, something, a dinosaur display. Oops, dinosaur eggs down there. That's we're on top of a volcano-looking thing. I love that this model doesn't have any music playing. I don't have to edit anything out of this music-wise. So that's cool. A lot of other malls have like loud music playing. You have to edit all that out. Ooh, look at that. So there's that. There's some Telus, Kudo stores. And a lot of discount stores. I see a lot of discount stores. So those look kind of cool. A lottery booth. Another cellular store. I imagine at most malls will all be the same way with that. So, yeah, you take a walk through this mall and they've made it a display, which is kind of cool. Someone else said that this was a short walk. This doesn't seem like the short walk that they think it is when you have displays around. So I'm just doing a little walkthrough and coming to this here. There's another one, another dinosaur display. And we'll do a little walk around that. lots of information. Some work around dinosaurs. I don't know how long this display's been here actually, but maybe we can find out. Sorry if my finger gets in the way there. This camera, this phone actually is what I'm using. I normally use my camera, but I'm using my phone today because I didn't really plan on this. This was just a last minute decision actually to make this video today. Fashion Flowers, there's a flower store. Oh, look at this. Okay, so we got a big dinosaur here. This is a nice big one. I don't know what all that sound is. I don't know why anything is whistling, or whatever that is. Oh. So this one here is the Brachiosaurus. Which way am I going to go? Oh, I'm going to go this way. Look at that. Just doing a whole display here. Whatever that is. Oh, I guess one of the birds. Oh, I get it. Okay, that's one of the birds. I was unaware of that. Apparently this is something that you can actually go on and ride a dinosaur. So you go up these steps and go pay your fee, and costs one ticket for $10 to ride this dinosaur. I don't know how safe that looks, but I guess it must be. And there's another one here. So it has actually a seat belt on it to hold the kid on to whoever's going to ride it. I guess that's okay. These look slightly more appropriate to this design, but I guess this is an area that I'm going to take your kid out for the day and go to a mall and just go look around at all the dinosaurs. Look at that. I mean, they did detail work to these things. That's for sure. There's some bones. We got a dinosaur bone. Got a bone to pick? Leave a comment. But you can also give me a like and a subscribe for this. This is cool. I didn't expect to see this today. So oops. And they do have a board here with the list of everything that they have. And if you want to pause there for a second, but if you want to pause the screen, you can probably go closer to that. It's kind of dark actually, and it looks like they need to replace that picture at some point. There's another Shoppers Drug Mart entrance, but oops. then more little places to sit. They themed it up. They did theme it up. I can give it that. They really did theme it up. I question a bird thing right next to a library, but it's on the outside, so maybe they don't hear it on the inside of the library because you think the library would be pretty quiet. Look at those. Always just fascinated with birds. There's some birds there. That one. There's no information saying what title there is. My apologies. I'm incorrect. There is information, at least on this bird that I just showed. This one here is like swinging on a little swing. That is so funny. That is cool. These ones are pretty active. The other ones were kind of really quiet. That is cool. I never expected to find this today, so this is a total new thing here. Of course, and we'll be quiet around the library. But there's a library here. That is really interesting. Everybody's got the same idea. Let's find. Oh, here we go. This is what I was looking for. Is of course this is the timeline of the mall. So. It opened in 1977, and it opened until today. Around the time frame that I would have been living in this area would have been 1990 to 93, 94. So yeah, to 1994 actually. And so it skips that year, it skips that time frame and jumps right to 2012. So they've done a lot of renovations and that. So, yeah. Seems they've done a lot to it. That's pretty cool. Sorry. I used to live in the area when I was like 30 years ago. So I just happened to pass by today and decided to do this video.
4 small kids?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean,
this is, isn't it?
Let me take a picture.
There you go. Someone else that has the opinion. This is really cool. We're just going to go back over this section again and go to the other side. And we're going to go through some flowers. That's probably appropriate for being next to a flower shop. So, oh, the eggs and little hatchlings, I guess you call them. That's hatched out of these eggs. Okay. Hey, I can do it too. Dinosaur. Oh, little baby dinosaurs. And look, some flowers. Oh, they really went into some detail on these things to really do it. But they did. There's getting signs reflecting in here, but because of the glass. But oh, that's cool. We'll put this under events for my playlist. But oh, this is cool. This is cool. Alright, we're at the Tyrannosaurus! The T-Rex! Okay. Who knew? I'll find out some information about this from the but yeah. It's gonna be a long video. And this is, according to this, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, it's Tuckus. Hey, I'm not going to claim that I know anything about these. I just taken the pictures and the video. So, I always love birds. I'm guessing that one, oh, it's right here. Look at that. Oh, it's coming up to see us. That is nice. I don't care about the stores anymore, I just want to see this. My intention was to do them all. This is cool. Cage of Finch. Well, we're at Finch and we're at Finch? Yeah, I guess we're at Finch and McCowan, right? So, Cage of Finch. That'll probably be about right. We got the good old Dollarama. Of course, you have to have a Dollarama. Gotta be a dollar store. What else would it be without a dollar store in a mall? Okay. What else would we have? Oh, here we go with the Stegosaurus. That's a good one, actually. Oh, this one's taking it lying down. Well, that appears to be this mall. This is Woodside Square. Actually, I got one more section to go through. Actually, hold on. I missed one. I missed a part. I missed a section. So we're back where we actually started from. Actually, from one outside. None of this video is sponsored by the mall here, but this is very cool. So Carnotaurus, according to this. I know none of it, like, obviously. It's all plastic stuff, or whatever it is that they've made these out of. Somebody went to a lot of trouble to make them, and put on a really interesting display. So if you want to learn about dinosaurs, I suggest this would be an excellent way to bring your kids for a day, to go for, you know, a rainy day. Just visit this mall and get the experience of dinosaurs. Go look at some birds. This one here, they made a seat out of. How different is that? I mean, you know. Very sleek and shiny. So, that is this mall. And here's some more. Just around the food basics area, we have a few more animals. So we got wolf and bear. Looks like a deer. A couple of deer, actually. And it looks like a fox. We got a, yeah, or maybe that's not a fox. Maybe that's an eagle. So this is a deer habitat. All right. Okay, so a little bit of advice if you're going to come to this mall. I mean, we're looking at 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, and parking lot's pretty much full already. And happens a lot with Toronto parking lots. They're very full. I don't know if that's people taking transit, but it could be. People taking transit might do that. Or the mall might just be just as packed. But my advice, if you're coming to Woodside Square, is park either around the Shoppers Drug Mart side or the Food Basics side, because it's a little too busy otherwise. There was absolutely nowhere to park in the in-between areas. They were completely full. So I'm back in the Food Basics area here, and we're going to take another look at that store. Right back. Okay, so as I was saying before, I'm coming back to this actually. I know this is, I wrapped up the part of the around the mall part, but this is a SmartLink homeware outlet. And apparently it's a clearance outlet, and their grand opening. I'm just going to have a quick look. So we're just going to have a quick look at what kind of sales we got. Oh, we got some music here. I may not be able to film here. Okay, I may have to turn off the sound, so just so you know, we'll just do showing around. So there you go. That's the Smart Link homeware outlet, which is just grand opening, they said, but on the door here. But apparently it's open in November of last year. Quite a bit in that store, actually. I had to resist the urge to spend some money today. But yeah, and that's very interesting. So there is there's a lot of stuff in there, of course, that very reminiscent of stuff you'd find maybe on Temu and Amazon anyway. I'm not quite sure what the pricing would be in comparison. I did stop by that one thing that I had there, that the sink strainer, and it said $7 there. Dollar store, Dollarama sells it for $5. So price wise, there's some things for like $40, $50, $100, and those fridges were like $700. So I don't know what kind of warranty you'd have on something like that. You'd probably, I don't know if I'd buy an appliance from a place like this, but that's something to consider. Too much music in there, so I had to actually turn the sound off for inside there, so that's all you're going to get for that. But yeah, if you're looking for some of these products, that's the kind of thing you'd look for. I apologize if there's anybody in the shots that I'm making. I'm trying to keep people out of it as much as I can, but I know some people have gotten into it, so there's that. So yeah, so if you're looking for the Smart Link Homewares outlet, it's here at the Woodside Square, and you can find some pretty good bargains. There are some pretty good bargains in there, but a lot of mishmash stuff, a lot of things thrown around, so not organized in any particular type of thing in one area. So if you're looking for something, take a look through the entire store. Is my best suggestion to find the things, some cheap items. And so that's that for that. Apparently they even have a stage for that goes along with this Woodside Square stage. So there's that here as well. I'm sure that's decorated for different things. Maybe that's probably decorated for Santa Claus, probably around Christmas time. But yeah, so we've got a permanent stage in here as well. Totally cool. And we'll leave it there. As I'm coming out of the mall into the entrance that I came in, I'd say, you know, you want to go through this and just enjoy time with some family, and whenever you got some time to learn about some dinosaurs, learn about some birds, learn about some army equipment. So you can do all of that. Apparently there's tours for it as well, so that's kind of cool. So they actually have a schedule for tours for this as well. So I'm sure you can contact the mall and find out about the tours. So, yeah, we can do that. So that's my my tour here of the Woodside Square. Hopefully, like I said, you can give me a like and a subscribe, and put a comment down below what you think of this tour. I'll do some more tours. This is actually very cool. I'm sure there's some other malls around here that have lots of other things. So we'll do that. And yeah, just a little something in a mall that I hadn't expected to find today. So we'll have another look at another mall another day. So there's an old nostalgia look at a mall that used to belong to an area I lived in for a while, and it's been over 30 years since that time, and just so much nostalgia going on there, and for me anyway, and just the whole attraction going on there as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a like and subscribe. Comment down below with any information that have you been there? Would you take someone there? I think it's a great idea actually for, if it's a rainy day and you got some kids, and or you just want to go for a stroll down in a mall. That's a perfect one to go and just look around, and you just learn something new about some dinosaurs and some birds, and even some army equipment. And there's lots of stories in there to look at. So hopefully that this was enjoyable for you, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody.